Creed 3 is happening. The third entry in what initially started as a continuation of the Rocky boxing franchise is now moving forward as a series of its own and without Rocky. Today, we'll tell you everything you need to know about Creed 3. So stay tuned and let's get into it right now. New life was breathed into the long-dormant Rocky franchise in 2015 with the release of Creed. Upon its announcement, fans of the 1977 Best Picture winner and its numerous sequels were skeptical about Rocky Balboa Sylvester Stallone passing the torch to a newer, younger boxing champion. Those fears ultimately proved to be unfounded, as Creed not only lived up to the legacy of the franchise, it arguably even surpasses it. Creed is an absolutely masterful reboot that further developed previous characters in a meaningful way. It also introduced a new iconic name to the franchise with Adonis Creed, played by Michael B. Jordan, the new hero of the franchise, and the son of Rocky's former rival and close friend Apollo Creed, played by Carl Weathers. In the first Creed film, directed by Ryan Coogler from the Black Panther franchise, Adonis put a promising career aside to pursue his passion for professional boxing, but wanted to do so without standing in his father's shadow. He seeks out Rocky Balboa, who trains Adonis to not only become a formidable fighter, but also a better human being. Creed 2, directed by Stephen Caple Jr., who directed The Land, proved that the first film wasn't a fluke, crafting a compelling narrative of Adonis becoming a husband and father, while also reintroducing the character of Ivan Drago, played by Dolph Lundgren, and his son Victor Drago, played by Florian Montiano, as fleshed-out antagonists. With Sylvester Stallone officially retiring from the role of Rocky Balboa, it seemed that Creed 2 would have been the end of the Rocky saga. Yet, not long after Creed 2's release, a third film was announced to be in development. This time, not only will Michael B. Jordan return to play the title character and produce the film, he'll also be taking the director's chair for the first time in his career. With Ryan Coogler still involved as executive producer and Jordan ready to show the world how he could direct a movie, Creed 3, with a release date of 2023, is shaping up to be a worthy conclusion to the trilogy. Before Creed 3 arrives by next year, here's everything we know so far about the next chapter in Adonis' story. If you're enjoying the video, then do be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest content. Trailer of Creed 3. The first official trailer of Creed 3 made its way online on October 18th of 2022, which gave fans their long-awaited first look at the plot of the film, as Damien, an old friend of Adonis's, has recently been released from prison and plans to take on his brother figure, who he believes left him behind for a better life. As expected, Stallone's Rocky Balboa is absent from the trailer, planting the franchise squarely on the shoulders of Adonis Creed. When is Creed 3 releasing? Creed 3 was initially scheduled for release in November of 2022, but it has since been announced that the next chapter in Adonis Creed's saga will actually be coming out on March 3rd of 2023. As with the last two films, Creed 3 is currently expected to premiere in theaters. As for a streaming release, given Prime Video's recent multi-billion-dollar purchase of Rocky franchise owner MGM, that seems to be the most likely candidate for Creed 3's streaming home. What is the plot of Creed 3? When we last saw Adonis, he had just won a fight with Victor Drago, ending a long-standing rivalry since Victor's father, Ivan Drago, killed Adonis' own father, Apollo Creed, in Rocky IV in 1985. Essentially, every character gets a somewhat happy ending. Adonis makes peace with his family legacy, Rocky is able to reconnect with his estranged family, and even Ivan and Victor decide to put this petty rivalry aside and focus on building a proper father-son relationship. The next film in the series will focus on Adonis growing even further and becoming a better father to his daughter, and not following in the footsteps of other parental figures in the series who lost connection with their own children. Who's making Creed 3? Michael B. Jordan taking on directional duties likely means that this will be one of his most personal stories yet. The actor of such an iconic character rarely gets to direct the role's story in addition to playing it, and it feels appropriate given that Sylvester Stallone directed the first 4 Rocky movies as well as Rocky Balboa from 2006. Original Creed director and frequent collaborator with Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, will also be executive producing Creed 3 along with his partner Zinzi Kugler. Ryan Coogler has also been given a story writing credit, while his brother Keenan Coogler writes the screenplay with co-writer Zach Balin, who's starring in the Creed 3 cast. In addition to directing, Michael B. Jordan will play the title character of Adonis Creed for the third time in the series. This will mark the first time that he won't be joined by Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa, but he will be rejoined by Tessa Thompson as his wife Bianca Creed and Felicia Rashad as his mother Mary Ann Creed. Also returning are the two main boxers that Adonis fought in the previous two films, both of which are real-life boxing athletes. These include Tony Bomber Bellows, Pretty Ricky Conlon from the first film, and Florian Montiano's Victor Drago from the second. Other recognized real-life boxing figures will also be part of the film, including legendary cutman Jacob Stitch Girones, who also returns from the prior two films, as well as introducing boxing world champion Canelo Alvarez as Saul, making his acting debut.